Hello my dear fashion and elegance enthusiasts. Today we're discovering together the Institution by Galib Gassanoff Fall Winter 2026 fashion show, presented during Milan Fashion Week, a collection that offers a very different approach, where fashion becomes a true form of cultural and personal expression, far from the more spectacular displays we usually see. From the very first looks, you will feel a particular rhythm. The show does not aim to impress immediately, but rather to establish a slower, almost quiet atmosphere. Your eye is naturally drawn to the materials, textures, and volumes, rather than to any immediate visual effect. Each silhouette seems designed to be observed in detail, as if it carries a story that takes time to fully understand. You can quickly notice the importance of textile work. Some pieces evoke techniques inspired by Caucasian carpets, with thick, sometimes irregular surfaces that deliberately retain a raw quality. This irregularity is not a flaw. On the contrary, it becomes a central element of the garment, giving it an almost organic dimension, as if the pieces were shaped from fragments of memory. The silhouettes are built around strong volumes. Thick wool coats, layered constructions, and slightly rigid structures give the garments a powerful presence. At times, it feels as though the pieces exist independently from the body, like sculptural forms that wrap around and transform the silhouette rather than simply dressing it. What makes this show particularly interesting is the way narrative is integrated. There is no explicit message, no imposed reference. Cultural influences, particularly those linked to the Caucasus region, appear more subtly through materials, techniques, and certain details. This leaves the viewer with a sense of freedom in interpretation, making the experience more personal. The color palette also plays an important role. The tones remain mostly restrained, sometimes earthy, which highlights the work on textures and volumes. This chromatic restraint reinforces a sense of authenticity and gives the show a very controlled visual coherence. Nothing feels excessive. Everything contributes to an overall introspective atmosphere. Details take on particular importance here. You will notice deliberately visible finishes, constructions that reveal the making process, and a focus on structure rather than pure ornamentation. This reinforces the idea that each piece is conceived as an object, almost like a work of art, rather than just a garment within a collection. Personally, I find that the strength of this show lies in its sincerity. It does not try to follow trends or to immediately seduce. It proposes a coherent vision, with a strong identity and a clear intention to express something deeper through clothing. However, this same approach can also make the collection less accessible. Some silhouettes, highly conceptual, may feel distant from everyday wear, and the absence of more familiar references can make the reading less immediate. The show requires attention, and may not resonate instantly with every viewer. But it is precisely this positioning that defines Institution. The collection does not seek to simplify its message. Instead, it invites you to take the time to look, observe, and feel. It offers a different kind of experience, slower, more reflective, and ultimately quite rare in today's context. I will now let you enjoy the rest of the show and observe all these details for yourself. I wish you an excellent viewing experience. Thank you very much for sharing this moment with me, and feel free to let me know in the comments what you think of this Institution by Galib Gassanoff collection. See you very soon for another runway analysis, and take care. Goodbye.